Hello everyone, this is BCSBuster, and welcome to my third trip down memory lane and my 1500th video special. I would be remiss if I didn't first thank all of you for making 1500 videos possible. Your endless support as members of the BCS Universe inspires me to keep going, and the dialogue that we have in making video games, or in the process of me making LPs and providing my thoughts on some video games and some walkthroughs, and you giving comments and us having some fun together is really what motivates me to keep going. And I can't thank you all enough for my support. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. But it's been a great series of videos. This time we've covered a wide range of games, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm on my 7th year of being a Let's Player. I started this back in 2008, November of 2008. I remember it vividly, making my first LPs in my small little apartment with just a not very high quality computer and not very good recording software, and just making it work. And it's eventually blossomed into much higher things. Recording PlayStation videos off my PlayStation, so the quality has just improved so much, and it's you guys, not only have I figured out this LP thing and I've started to get better at it, but you guys have inspired me to keep on going, and I'm so grateful to you all. But enough of me talking, let's get to the retrospective and let's take a trip down memory lane. The first Let's Play that I did in this series of 500 games after the celebration of my 1000th video was an LP of my favorite video game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. And to this day, it's still my favorite video game of all time. I think the story is incredible, revolutionary for its time. I think that both the protagonist and the antagonist, Cloud and Sephiroth, are two of the most iconic video game characters that have ever been created. They work so well, not only as a pair, meaning that you can't have Cloud without Sephiroth, but they also both work independently. Like, you think, wow, Cloud is a badass. Wow, Sephiroth is a badass. So, and I finally reached a point in my LPing where I felt worthy enough of doing a game like Final Fantasy VII. There are probably a billion Let's Plays. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but there are multiple hundreds of Let's Plays of Final Fantasy VII. I didn't want to just be another one that just got lost in the shuffle there. So I wanted to first establish myself in a new genre with flight sims, and then was able to tackle games like Final Fantasy VII. So I was really pleased with that I was able to get to that point, and I felt comfortable enough to do a game like that. And I think it turned out really well. The most famous video, or the most successful video of this Let's Play, was the one where Cloud was dressing up like a woman in the scene where he had to deal with Don Corneo, and I felt it was appropriate to adjust my voice in a way that would be similar to how the protagonist might have to act. So let's take a look at a clip from when Cloud dresses up like a woman and meets up with Don Corneo along with Tifa and Aeris, and what happens when things don't go exactly the way that the Don had intended.
Wait, come to Daddy. Okay, now I believe if I go over here, yes, we get a hyper, so that's gonna be nice. Okay, let's, do you like me to? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Wait, sure. Why not? This is awkward. Wait, what? What? What?
Okay, enough of this crap. Let's go. Haha! That's right, you chose a dude. And now it's on. Ooh. And if you want to know what happens to Cloud, you should watch my LP of that game. But now, it was a lot of fun to make that game. Such a joy to be able to bring my favorite video game of all time to you guys, and the response to it was incredible, so it was great. The next game that I did was a game that I actually started while doing Final Fantasy VII, and that was Final Fantasy 13-2 for the PlayStation 3, and this was my first dive into the PlayStation world, and I really wanted to bring the most comprehensive and complete LP of this game on YouTube, and I think I came pretty darn close. I'd always been in love with this game since I first played it, and I just felt the need that I had to do a walkthrough, and I kept telling myself, no, I don't really think I need to, I don't really need to, but I just couldn't help myself, and I just wanted to jump right in and LP this game when I had a chance, when I was not doing Final Fantasy VII, and I think it ended up turning out pretty well. Follows the story of Sarah, who is the sister of Lightning, and her quest to find out what happened to Lightning at the end of the first game. So it's my favorite of the 3 Final Fantasy 13 games, and I recommend checking it out. Final Fantasy 13 is okay, 13-2 is great, and Lightning Returns is okay at best. And I played through all 3 of them, so I would say if you're interested in the game, just watch an LP of them. Watch an LP of Final Fantasy 13, watch my LP of Final Fantasy 13-2, and then watch an LP of Lightning Returns, and you'll get the idea of how the game works. But I had a lot of fun doing this game, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. The next game that I did was a game from a series that I had never done before, but I've admired for a very long time, and that's Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. And this game follows the adventures of Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong as they try to get back their banana hoard from King K. Rool, who has come in and stolen it from them. And this is a side-scroller game, and you go through multiple worlds, and it's a lot of fun, but it caused me a lot of grief. And I think rather than showing a clip of me actually going through the game, I decided to take some outtakes on a random video, and I ended up laughing more at this than I have in a very long time with any of my LPs. Probably more so than I have with any of my LPs. So let's take a look at some of my fails from Donkey Kong Country. I really think this game is just going to be me getting pissed off a lot. And if you're into that kind of stuff, you're going to love this LP. I assure you, BCS Universe, you're going to love it. I swear, this game is just designed, I really think, to just make me mad. And if you're into that BCS Universe, then you're going to love this LP. If you're not, then, well, oh well. Still, we're going to have fun with this game together, for sure. And the tire fell off the freaking pit! God, son of a bitch! You know, I've watched that clip as I was preparing this recording, or this video. I've watched that clip about 10 times just to make sure, and I still laugh every time when I get so upset. God, son of a bitch! Well, I don't know why I think that's so funny, but I hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with this game. Really, I just laughed a lot through this whole LP, and I hope you did too, and it brought back great memories. Check that one out if you haven't had a chance to do so. I think you're really going to enjoy it. The next game that I did was one of my most popular LPs in recent times, and that was continuing my adventures through the Breath of Fire series, and I tackled the second installment of Breath of Fire. And this is a great game. It features another adventure with Ryu as he travels to save the world, as usual. And this game deals with a lot of pretty deep content, a lot of religious type content, and you know, the game pushes the boundaries for what was acceptable during the time period. But an incredible story. That game was actually pretty challenging as well. You know, the enemies in this, the random battles, you know, they're pretty tricky in this one. But I had a lot of fun doing this game and revisiting some old characters like Nina and Blue, and it was all really wonderful. So if you haven't checked out this LP, I highly suggest you do so. It was certainly a lot of fun to make. So after the seriousness of Breath of Fire 2, I decided it was time to have a little fun and, you know, let my hair down a little bit. And it turns out that as I was getting ready to do my next LP, Capcom released a version of the remastered version of the NES classic Ducktales, one of my favorite games growing up, and I thought this is a perfect opportunity to let's play this game and get back into the PlayStation world, as I played this game on the PS3. Now what I did for this is that I LP'd the original Ducktales for the Nintendo, and then immediately did the remastered version. And the original one only took me about 4 episodes. and then the remastered version took me 11. And I had a lot of fun with that, and there's some great lines in this game, and I'm going to show you a clip here of when you go to the moon for the first time, for the first time, and this is a scene between Scrooge and Gyro and Fenton, and they all are figuring out how Fenton's going to transform into Gizmo Duck, and there's some great lines there. We also get a little clip of the reorchestrated moon theme, so let's take a look.
We're in luck. I managed to find all of Gizmo Duck's suit.
Oh boy! Now we can blast into the treasure vault!
Just a moment, Fenton. Gyro, I think I left my favorite $2 bill under the back seat. Would you mind getting it for me?
Sure thing, Mr. McDuck.
Gee, boss, why'd you send Gyro back onto the ship?
So he doesn't find out you're Gizmo Duck when you put on that suit, you dunderhead.
But there are only 3 of us here, sir. Won't he figure it out anyway, when Gizmo Duck appears and I've mysteriously vanished?
I wouldn't worry about that. Gyro may be a brilliant inventor, but his deductive reasoning skills are about as good as yours.
Oh! Hey!
Would you just get on with it? Say your secret code word and activate that confounded contraption.
Code word? Gee, I can't remember it. Oh, blather and blatherskite, I'm useless. I mean, I'm useful to the extreme. Point me toward the offending blockade, so that I might deal justice upon it.
Cut the dramatics, would you, and follow me.
Mr. McDuck? Fenton? Gizmo Duck? Huh. They're gone. And all I could find was this $2 million bill. Oh well, back under the seat it goes.
$2 million bill. That's great. And now we have Gizmo Duck and can blast into the moon vault.
And he is Gizmo Duck!
So anyways, I had a lot of fun with this LP. There's some great one-liners from Scrooge and Launchpad and Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and the whole cast is there, and it's awesome. So if you were a child of the 80s or 90s and loved Ducktales like I did, then I definitely think you will get a kick out of this LP. Definitely suggest you go check it out if you haven't done so already. Next up, I decided to revisit the Flight Sim world and do a Let's Play of the expansion of Wing Commander Prophecy, Wing Commander Prophecy Secret Ops. This is probably the most boring Let's Play I've ever done, but for the sake of completion of the Wing Commander series, I decided to do it. There's no voice acting, unfortunately. The only voice acting that there is there's a little bit of it when you're actually in space combat, but the game itself is not very exciting. The plot is not very exciting. Again, I just did it for the sake of completion, so if you're a big Wing Commander fan, you'll like it. If not, I apologize in advance for boring you during that Let's Play series, but it was still some fun. Even though it wasn't the most exciting game ever, but that's alright. It turns out in this series of 500 videos, I tackled 2 Breath of Fire games, mostly because the popularity of Breath of Fire 2 was so overwhelming. I decided to continue on with the Breath of Fire series and do the 3rd installment, Breath of Fire 3. Much like its predecessors, it had Ryu and Nina in it, but this one was a little bit different. You got to see the transformation of Ryu from child to adult, and another game with just some incredible stories and side quests with the fairies and all that good stuff. Really deep story in this one, and there's a pretty epic moment about halfway through the game where your guardian turns on you and tries to kill you. Kind of a heel turn there if you're a wrestling fan, but our hero Ryu was totally ready for it. So I want to show you a clip here, a little bit of a deeper clip, and let's take a look and see what happened when Gar tried to turn on Ryu. This is after Gar tried to turn on Ryu, and Ryu defeated him. And this is the reaction of what happened when it all went down. Serves you right, you little son of a bitch. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, but, I mean, wait. Are we the bad guys now? Now what? Whoa! Whoa! Why did the light stop? Uh-oh. Is that one of my people? Because I want you to... Whoa! Huh? What the hell is going on? You? Whoa. Kaiser? Uh-oh. What? Where are we going? Uh-oh. So yeah, as you can see, there's kind of a scary moment there. Your guardian turns on you, and you get that random flash with the no, and he is not your enemy, and you're either a subconscious or something is telling you that you need to move on, and then Ryu escapes, and Gar is crushed, and that's just crazy. All ended up working out in the end, and another really, really, really great story. So highly, highly suggest you check out this LP. It turned out really, really, really well, and I'm really proud of it. After about 2 or 3 years of having issues with this next LP, I finally was able to get it up and running again and decided to finish an LP that I had started, which was the spin-off of Wing Commander Privateer, and that's Wing Commander Privateer Righteous Fire. You guys have been asking for this for quite a while, and I finally was able to figure out and get it working again, and I decided to say, to heck with it, let's go from the beginning, and let's just get it done. And so I did, and I was so happy that I did. Again, returning to the flight sim world, as this is what kind of made me famous, just finishing up Privateer. Basically what happens is you have to figure out who stole your stealth tech gun from the first game, and then once you do that, you go through a series of missions just like you did before, build up your ship and all that good stuff. So let me show you a clip from the final battle of the game against Mordecai Jones, and all is going well until my old nemesis, the oldest nemesis that I have, makes a surprise appearance.
Perish, infidel trespasser.
Okay, I guess that's all he says. Alright. What? You have got to be kidding me. No way. No freaking way. No. No. Fine. You want to face me in an asteroid field? Face me in a freaking asteroid field, Jones. But, how fitting is it that, of course, when I go one-on-one with Jones, it would be in an asteroid field. But you know what? I'm going to use this to my advantage. Now, okay, so as you can see with Jones, by the way, just go ahead and all out with missiles. Thanks. He's pretty good at dodging asteroids.
Brother Jones, I shall avenge you.
No? But we have destroyed Mordecai Jones! Woohoo! No matter how hard I try, BCS Universe, I cannot escape asteroids. I just can't do it. I have no explanation. I can't avoid asteroids. But I was still able to defeat Mordecai Jones and successfully get revenge for them stealing my stealth tech gun, and all was good in the world of Wing Commander Privateer. For my final Let's Play of this 500 videos, I decided to do one of the greatest video games ever made, Final Fantasy VI. As I mentioned earlier, I feel like I've finally earned enough respect amongst the LP community to tackle some of the greatest games of all time. Like I said, I didn't want to just be another generic Let's Player who gets lost in the shuffle, doing nothing but the classics. I had to do something to establish myself, play genres that hadn't been played before so I could build a following, and then I could start tackling these masterpiece games. And so I finally was able to do it with Final Fantasy VI. One of my favorites of all time. I've played this game multiple times. Had never played the advanced version prior to this LP. Well, I guess I had played through it one time to make sure that I could do all the bonus content, stuff like that. But other than that, that was it. And I love this game. Brand new translation. And there's even a little risque at times, especially when Edgar is dealing with members of the opposite sex. So I want to show you this little scene from the world of Balance, as you're getting ready to, as you've assembled all of your party, you've got Realm for the first time, and we're getting ready to head out onto the world map. And I also decide to use a little clip that makes appropriate sense as well. Let's take a look. Lover boy? 10. Oh my god. That's weird. Wow. Who else but Edgar?
Who else but Quagmire?
He's Quagmire, Quagmire. You never really know what he's gonna do next. He's Quagmire, Quagmire.
Giggity, 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 let's have sex.
There's an appropriate time to use that clip. You know, there are so many things I could say about that are just a little inappropriate, so I'm just going to go ahead and let that one go. Edgar, you do your thing, buddy. Just remember, stay out of jail. I don't know what the legal age is in the Final Fantasy VI world, but better safe than sorry. Now, on a serious note, though, I had so much fun with this LP, especially the bonus content, and I think that it was received very well, especially the bonus content with the Dragon's Den and the Soul Shrine. So I hope you enjoyed that Let's Play as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. The response seemed to be very, very positive, so my inclination tells me that you all did. And that's it. That's a recap of the last 500 videos leading up to the total of 1,500. And all I have left to say is just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of the members of the BCS Universe for all of your support. I love being able to bring this content to you, and you, the subscribers, make it possible. If it wasn't for the 1,700 subscribers that we have, you know, I wouldn't keep doing this. And more subscribers join every week, and I love connecting with all of you through Facebook and through Twitter, and all of you that follow everything that I'm doing. I'm just so appreciative of everything that you guys do. But like I said, this is not the end. We're still going to keep on forward and keep on going forward. And as always, if there's any games you'd like to see, feel free to leave a comment or send me a tweet, send me a Facebook message, and I'm certainly happy to try to accommodate all of the requests of the BCS Universe, along with, of course, keeping on the plan of what I think I should be doing and the games I want to be bringing to you guys. We're on year 7, and I have no signs of slowing down or no desires to slow down. So, again, thank you all so very much. I appreciate you all. I love you guys very much. And here's to 500 more videos. But until the next time we meet, this is BCSBuster signing off. As always, don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at BCSBusterLP, check out my blog, which I promise I'll update more. I will get more to updating my blog. That's something I need to do, but I will do that. So check out my blog, check out my donations page, and as always, take care, y'all. Thanks again.